Hey everybody, Sai here with challenge installment number 4, and the reason I've been postponing this one so much is because it's so long and it's so slow, and it's really difficult to create a tutorial for this kind of mission. So there are a couple things you can kind of do. Is you can play StarCraft in windowed mode and kind of watch what I'm doing as you do it, or you can just kind of read the guide that I have in the description. I'm going to put down what supply I'm at when I'm building certain buildings, and I'll try to make it as descriptive as possible, but it just would take so much time to just put every single little unit, SCV, Marine, Ghost, that sort of thing. So I'm going to get started and just kind of describe what I'm doing. I am going to play it on normal speed, which is what the challenge is supposed to be on, and you can just kind of follow it along. So here we go. Splitting my SCVs, pretty standard. And I'm not going to do a lot of talking this time. I'm just going to mention a few key things. Something you're going to want to do on this map is fast expand extremely early. You're going to need those extra gases. Minerals aren't really a problem on this map, so try to get the gases down as soon as you can. And I had around 5 barracks, 2 factories, and a lot of supply depots when I ended the game. So you don't need any more than that, really. I ended up getting around 5 minutes and 12 seconds. You need to be above 4 minutes to win, so I did that by over a minute, so that's not too bad. So I'm just continuing to rally SCVs to my minerals. I wish you could speed it up. You can speed it up on the replay, but I want to stay synchronized with you guys while you're playing the challenge if you choose to do it that way. And it recommends that you build your first supply depots here and the racks here. That works just fine. You can do that if you want. Just keep in mind, if you do build the racks here with the supply depot here, you're going to have to lift it off if you choose to get a tech lab on that racks. Notice your achievements are 30 Marines, 8 siege tanks, and 8 ghosts. Extremely gas heavy. So what I chose to do is build a lot of barracks without any reactors. Reactors are just going to suck up your gas. You don't need to build reactors on your barracks to do this achievement. I would recommend not doing it just because gas is so scarce. So you'll notice at 9 supply, I built that supply depot. Now with that same SCV, I'm building a barracks at 12 supply. Still continuing to pump SCVs. You're never going to want to stop making SCVs. Maybe towards the very end, but just make sure you're always building SCVs. That's the key here. This is just a macro mission essentially, so it's actually a pretty good learning tool. If you're not able to finish this, then you know there's something wrong with your macro. Getting a refinery around 13 when my barracks is a little under halfway done. Here, let me go to the production tab. Maybe that'll help you guys out. Now you can see exactly what I'm getting. And if you're continually pumping SCVs, your SCV should finish about the same time as your barracks, and then you're going to be getting an orbital command right away. Make sure to saturate your gas immediately once you get it. Barracks is finished, SCV is finished, and I'm making an orbital command around 15-17. You can also use the timer as a reference point. And getting another supply depot. You're going to want to block off fairly early because the first Ling attack comes around 15 minutes or so. And there's only 6 Lings, so you really just need 1 Marine. So if we look at the production tab, nothing special going on here. First Zerg attack coming. I'm going to have my first Marine. The first Zerg attack comes around 1448 is when it had that message. And this SCV is trapped out. Make sure to lower that and get him back in. See, production tab continuing to make SCVs, now just getting another Marine. Pretty much just going to saturate for now. Zerglings running up, and you might need to repair these supply depots. Also, another tip, continually throw down mules. Do not get drop down supply. It's not going to be something you're going to need in this mission. Just get massive mules. They're much better in this mission. Still just getting SCVs, and notice around 14 minutes is when I have enough to expand. That's why I wasn't getting that second gas, is because I wanted to stockpile a lot of minerals to be able to expand early. Now I'm going to be getting that second gas pretty soon, and I'm going to be getting a factory as well. Still pumping Marines. No ghosts yet. Don't really need them. There's that factory at 1340. Still making SCVs non-stop, see? We've got a factory, command center, SCV, and Marine training right now. There's that second gas around 1325.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Right at 50 energy, dropping down that second mule. That first one explodes. And again, if you want to know what I'm doing right now and I don't mention it, just look up in the production tab.
SCV ready.
See how I only have one SCV training at a time? You're going to want to free up any minerals that you have in the queue here to use elsewhere. So keep an eye on your Orbital Command. It's really the only building I have hotkeyed right now to 4.
SCV ready.
Second barracks going down at 1240. Slacking off a little bit on my SCV training. There we go. And immediately a tech lab going down on the factory.
Go, go.
Still just massing Marines and putting them down here. Command center almost complete. Now you can choose to create an orbital command first before you lift it off and land it at your expansion. It doesn't matter too much. You can beat this mission anyway. Either way. I'd recommend getting the orbital command first actually. Second Zerg attack coming around 1210. Be careful if these lings get sight up here because the roaches will shoot up. And you notice I actually lost 2 Marines. Nope, looks like just 1 Marine there. So small mistake right there, but luckily it won't cost me the gold in this mission. Transferring SCVs. You don't really have to transfer, it's just kind of a habit of mine. Once that tech lab goes down, train tanks whenever you have enough gas. The tricky part of this mission isn't really the Marines, it's the tanks and the ghosts. Second factory going down. Notice I have no ghost lab right now, or no ghost academy. And that's just because you can throw down a lot of barracks and pump out a lot of barracks, and you can pump out a lot of ghosts very fast. So just worry about the tanks. You don't have to worry about the Marines too much. And then once you have both bases running with a lot of gas, then you can start worrying about the ghosts.
Add-on complete.
Go, go, go.
Still just 2 barracks and 2 factories.
Complete.
Not getting any gas here at this expansion. Throwing down mules with that orbital command as well.
SCV ready.
There's that ghost academy. Make sure to keep up on your supply depots as well.
Gangway coming through.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's really hard to like give a good walkthrough of this, so I'm hoping you guys are just learning a lot from the production tab up here. Lifting off, producing a second tech lab with this factory. Notice I will still have a wall off here as long as I raise that supply depot. There might be a little hole right here, but by the time you get enough tanks, no attack is going to be able to breach it anyway.
Piece of me, boy.
Continuing to make SCVs at both command centers. There's that first gas. An earlier second gas, it wouldn't be a bad idea either. I actually get a bit heavy in minerals later on. So we've got that third gas going around 10-10 it looked like. And this next attack is just a joke. 6 roaches against 2 tanks and a lot of Marines. They're actually going to shoot at this command center a little bit, but just lower the supply depot and run out there and kill them. These attacks really aren't difficult to defeat at all, so you don't really have to worry about them.
SCV ready.
I am going to be researching Siege here in a moment as well.
SCV ready.
So we've got a couple ghosts coming out. I'm at 930 here, and I still just have 2 barracks and 2 factories, so you don't have to panic. It actually falls into place quite nicely. You can see I have not the best saturation here, which is fine because gas is more important at this point. Continuing to drop down mules, and that's going to make up for my lack of saturation here. And just continuing to pump ghosts. Third barracks going down at 910 it looks like. You can research nukes, I wouldn't recommend it. They're not useful. Here comes the next wave around 9. Just going to be some Zerglings and some mutas, so just try to micro your Marines to not lose any mutas. I think I actually lose one. Yeah, I do lose one weak one. Didn't put him in the back. So I've actually lost 2 or 3 Marines right now, and I'm still going to be able to complete it just fine.
SCV ready.
2 gases are up and running. So let's see, how many tanks do I have? I've got 3 tanks and 3 ghosts, and I have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to complete it in the gold time, so I'm doing just fine. And again, no reactors are needed, just pump Marines out of these. If you don't have enough gas to get a ghost at a Tech Lab barracks, just get a Marine out of it. More tanks coming. Let's go back to the production tab for you. Researching siege mode now. And look at this, still pumping SCVs. I'm not stopping with the SCVs, and I'm making sure to stay well above my supply limit.
SCV ready.
Rallying all my units to this little area right here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
14 Marines, 4 tanks, and 3 ghosts.
Ghost reporting.
Research.
4th barracks going around 750. Whenever you have available gas, make sure to either get a ghost or a tank.
This better be good.
Now I'm at 5 tanks and 4 ghosts. Still got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, so I'm doing pretty good.
Ghost reporting.
Now sieging up. The next attack will be Ultralisks, I believe, but they are easy. If you have a problem with Ultralisks, just use snipe. Snipe them a ton. You're going to have so much energy on your ghost. Just press R, click, R, click, R, click. Or you can just hold shift when you snipe. And you can snipe multiple targets that way. 5th barracks going down around 655. Oh, sorry about that noise outside. Actually, let me shut the window.
Go, go, go. Ghost
Okay,
reporting.
there we go. Notice my gas never really gets above 125 or 150. Always getting ghosts. 5th barracks, I already mentioned that. 6 out of 8, 6 out of 8, and 20 out of 30 with still plenty of time left.
Ghost reporting.
Looks like I have stopped the SCV production just because my minerals are getting a bit high. And see, you can see my minerals are kind of overwhelming my gas count, so it might have been a good idea for me to throw down the gases a little bit sooner at my main and at my expansion. Very easy attack to defend. And make sure not to go over. Don't get 9 tanks or 9 ghosts because you're going to need that extra money to pump out, you know, any other units you need. So I'm at 5 racks. Nice saturation here.
Go, go, go.
Pretty good saturation there as well. And notice I didn't do anything tricky. I just relied on the massive training of SCVs, really. You don't have to panic and be like, oh my god, I have to get tons of production facilities early, because look at how much I'm producing right now, and I'm going to be able to get a lot out in just a couple minutes here. So there's the last tank, there's the last ghost. I guess I should have had the production tab up a little bit. And I've even got 2 more tanks coming as well. But that's it, guys. I hope it helped out. I'm going to put a little bit more information in the description section. And yeah, let me know if this helped or not. But at least I got you the opening Gambit. So thanks for watching.